All right, cool. Weird. So I was hooking up with this girl a few months ago, right? And we started making out, and in the middle of making out, she stopped me for a second, and she said, "Hey, look, this is nothing against you. I just don't like tongues in my mouth when I make out. Okay? Tongues in my mouth, they just gross me out." And I paused for a second, and I was like, "Well, my dick was just in your mouth." Like, I brush my teeth twice a day. I wash my dick once a day. I mean, that's just simple math. Just one person. Cool. Speaking, and that girl is my girlfriend now. So it all worked out, guys. She's not here. But nope. So speaking of my girlfriend, I'd like to let everyone know I am pro-abortion, but only because I'm anti-child trafficking, okay? My dad's argument is like, against abortion, is like that those children never get a chance. And I'm like, wow, we have similar arguments. They don't get a chance to get trafficked. My whole life growing up, I've had a really tough time making eye contact with people. If anything more than a few seconds, it feels very uncomfortable, okay? And because of that, I wouldn't look my parents in the eyes a lot as a kid. And my dad thought, because of that, I was autistic. And that was a tough conversation to have with him. I was like, "Dad, I'm not autistic, man. You're just ugly." I'm scared, though, to get tested for autism as an adult, though, because, like, guys, if I'm not autistic, then I'm just a fucking weirdo that can't make eye contact and loves patterns. Like, that's way harder to come to grips with. There's no diagnosis. If it is autism, I just feel like I got ripped off. Because, like, I'm not super smart. I'm not really good at, like, chess or solving Rubik's Cubes. I just got all the shitty side effects of autism. It's bullshit. Okay, so here's something that I think is super weird, is when DFACS takes the custody of a child away from their parent and places them in the custody of the grandparent. Okay? Because guys, the grandparent fucked up the parent. Like, what? Who didn't catch that? Who let that slip up? That's like, they were just like, yeah, well, Nana fucked up mom, but I think it's second time's the charm. I heard that somewhere. I don't know. Like, by that logic, they should have just taken Michael Jackson Jr. and had Joe Jackson raise him. Yeah, okay. I've been watching Hulu a lot because there's not too much else to do. Until recently, things are starting to open back up, but, leading up to this, I've been watching a lot of Hulu. There's an ad on Hulu for Adam and Eve. It's like a sex toy company. And the deal they have with Hulu is if you use their promo code, they'll send you 7 free, like, dirty DVDs and then, like, an 8th secret gift. And, like, I don't know about you guys, but if that 8th secret gift isn't a DVD player, then I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with 7 porno DVDs. And my roommate's the one with the Xbox. He keeps it in his room, and he's always home, so I don't know what to do. But now that we're talking about porn, I came across a porn video online on Pornhub, in case anyone was wondering. And it was a compilation style video. It was titled "Watch This and Try Not to Come." No. Like, what? Who's going to Pornhub to just, like, track times? Like, oh, like, I showed that video who's boss. Like, it's 3 a.m. and I've got a bedtime ritual. Like, I'm not trying to see how long it can last. I gotta go to work at 6. After porn, we'll talk about religion. I think that sounds appropriate. I think, if religion's kind of cool if that's your thing. It's awesome. A lot of athletes are religious, which is fine. But it just seems a little weird to me when, like, UFC fighters are. Like, just something doesn't sit right with me when there's, like, a guy laying there with, like, a fractured skull and a broken arm being wheeled off to the hospital, and the guy's like, thank you, I give all glory to God, he helped me do that. It's even, like, weirder when it's two religious UFC fighters, and one of them ends up fucked up, because it's like, who was the better Christian? You know, like who prayed more that week? Who donated more? That sort of thing. I got a friend who is super worried about robots taking over. He thinks AI is getting too advanced and that robots are going to become smarter than humans, the whole blah, blah, blah. I'm not super worried about robots taking over because I think it'd be pretty easy to blend in with them. I would just lie about which of the following images had stop signs in them. Yeah, that's a good. Gotcha. I started a new hobby during quarantine. Anybody else start anything? Pick anything up? Nothing. Cool. Yeah? Oh, what'd you start?
Started
A company? What company? Multimedia. That's awesome. You edit videos?
Yeah. We make videos.
Oh, awesome. Well, what I got into was dogfighting, and it's way more lucrative. Guys, we're killing it. Completely undefeated. I haven't met anyone who can beat us yet. I got the perfect pure breed. He's full-blooded Roomba. And we clean house. I don't really dogfight. It's just dogs are scared of vacuum cleaners. I don't like when we assume things when we name animals. Okay? Because I know like 6 praying mantises that are atheists. And they hate that shit. I also don't like how we insult certain animals when we name them. Like, I think it's rude that we were like, that whale's got a hump on its back. And that dolphin's nose looks like a bottle. And that sloth's only got 3 toes. Loser. It's rude. They didn't do anything, you know? They were just hanging out. Another thing I don't like is when people say that they hate themselves. They're like, oh, I hate myself. I'm the worst. Like, blah, blah, blah. All the self-deprecating stuff. And they go to Starbucks and they order anything besides black coffee. I'm like, you don't really hate yourself until your order at Starbucks is like, yeah, just a large coffee, please. No cream or sugar. I want to really feel it burn and taste bad. That's how I know I hate myself. Nothing with boo. All right. Okay. Here's a idea I had. I think that seatbelts shouldn't be illegal to not wear. I think at this point, if you don't wear one, that's on you. Like, how long do we keep driving that into people? Like, look, we spent a good amount of time, like 50 years, telling people the importance of them, and now at this point, like, it's just natural selection. Same with smoking. Like, just let people smoke, and then when they get cancer, we say, you should have known better. All right. Yeah, okay, that just seems like a yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I'm looking through my notes. You guys ever notice that all farts feel different? Okay. Okay, this one. Stick with me here. I feel like people with special needs and disabilities are the closest thing we have to real life superheroes. Okay, because like autistic people, they're very smart. They got super brains. Down syndrome has super strength. Okay, blind people, super hearing, and then like quadriplegics have telepathy. Because, like, I'm not believing the bullshit explanation of, like, the computer can read their eye movements. Like, that seems very far-fetched. And I know they've got telepathy, and they're not fooling me. Okay. Good, good, good. I had this friend the other day, and he posted on his Instagram, and he said social media is the modern day cigarette. And I just fucking hate when people try to be so philosophical on social media. I'm like, dude, you posted it on your story, like, in the same click-through of you, like, snorting coke in a bathroom. And I was like, what, now you're a motivational speaker? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Also, you're posting this on social media, man. Like, what? You're doing it here, too. But anyway, guys, that looks like it's close enough to my time, so I'm going to call it there.
Yeah! Mr. A.J. Cagle, let's give him a nice round of applause.